Still.
It's a limited time edition. It's already limited. It's gone.
So limited, you already missed it.
So limited, I already got it. Yeah.
This is the Intermix Show on Sador Radio, the station that is more than music. I am the freckle-faced MOGUL himself, dude.
I'm your favorite stoner, RJ.
Back again in the mix and mixing things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you been, bro?
Everything been good. Everything been good. Same old, man. Waking up, trying to make it happen, man.
Exactly.
How about yourself?
Man, I'm managing, man. I've been going through a lot lately, man. I've been sick. I'm waiting for my car to get fixed. I've just been, just...
At least we know it's not the big. My
Huh?
man got shots. He just had a coat. That's all. I mean, he bounced right back. Bop, bop.
Yeah, man. Yeah, taking it day by day.
Yeah, man.
And those of y'all who haven't been following with us kind of chronologically, we are now in the month of August.
Yeah, and for those of y'all watching on YouTube, it might be a little bit out of order.
By the time you get this, it might be.
We're like in March right now. As far as YouTube dropping, sorry, I apologize. I might double up, but every Thursday, 10 o'clock, you can catch another Intermix show the next day, right after, and then the week that we miss, we not here, you can still catch it. So continue, brother. My fault.
All right, no worries. I appreciate that. But yes, we're in the year of August. The month of August in the year 2021 is steadily, rapidly moving. Seems like COVID's coming back, or coming back as the new COVID, or COVID 2.0 or 2.6.
You want to spin the block?
No, it spent the block and brought another friend and got some new weapons, because now this is supposed to be stronger than the first one. So technically, if you are vaccinated, yes, you are protected from the first one, I guess, but not the second.
Not this second motherfucker.
So, henceforth, you got to get back to wearing your mask and using the same precautions you should have been taking anyway, even when the first one got lifted up. You shouldn't have not been going in like, oh, we're back to normal. Let me never wear my mask again. Let me not wash my hands frequently. Let me not use sanitizer frequently. No, everything was not back to normal. Was it going to come back to normal?
Yeah, man.
So
I always thought the same, brother.
Funny about
That's the thing. Who?
I never laugh.
Never laugh when you hit the funny bone.
But yeah, like a lot of people was thinking like, hey, we back outside. Yeah, you may be outside, but you still should be protecting yourself.
Yeah.
And protecting others.
Yeah, because I still have my mask on.
I mean, it made it easy to be around family, but at the same token, my family was vaccinated too. So, you know what I mean? And these were the same people I already been around, probably without a mask anyway.
That was all vaxxed up.
So, you know what I mean?
You need to be careful, man, especially once they ain't got vaccination. Like, I ain't got it, so I'm pretty much only hanging around people that's vaccinated. And if you're not, then it's kind of like, all right, well, I'm just going to take this chance for this moment. And then once I get back around, I'm going to clean myself up, wash my hands, do what I got to do, drink my little water, stay hydrated. Keep my hands.
Or should they go?
Yeah. didn't think of my last trip, man.
You know what I mean? Just call it what you did. Take a whole shot,
I did
right?
do that.
After he was out.
But yeah, I mean,
she wasn't vaccinated.
Definitely do that. I mean, I know niggas that don't do that on the regular. They just go in and out and just keep moving. Like
You can't move like that now, especially in these times. You know, if you thought and plotting, you got to be your most safe and secure. If you got your overnight bag, you know, your sex bag, whatever you want to call it, you need to keep some hand sanitizer in there. Maybe some tissues, some hand sanitizer.
Some baby wipes, all that shit. Yeah, baby, wipe your shit up. What? Right, wash your hands.
Rubber swipes.
Yeah, man, this ain't even rubber spikes. Just make sure you swipe clean. Make sure you don't come back with no other shit.
Wipe yourself, wipe your hands, wipe the area, shit.
Make sure everything is exposed.
Let me ask you this though. So during this whole pandemic, you know what I mean, when you have a sex work like that, are you avoiding face-to-face contact more so?
I mean, because during quarantine, the person that I quarantined with, I was already like fucking before quarantine, so it was like.
But I mean, I'm talking about since even with this
no, nigga kind of get wild.
Not relief, but this relinquished relinquishment of restrictions we've had.
I can't say that I have. I'll say since 2021 started, I was kind of back with my bullshit. Like as soon as 2021 started, like no. 2 days before New Year's came, I was back with my bullshit.
Okay. So you was already starting the new year as the new year. Or
I came into the new year, get top, all that shit.
Like more so, like were you like were you face to face? Or you just hit from the back?
Fucking bitches. Yeah, she was kind of face to face. Yeah. The other jaw just got top, so it wasn't really face to face. She just gave his face.
Yeah.
Definitely kissing bitches. Except for that, you know what I mean, the one I end up, you know what I mean, fucking again. That's her. Then another one. Then one other one. That's it. That was like a quick.
Yeah.
Bow, and that was it. It wasn't like no.
Was it a bow?
Yeah, it was like a nigga was into it. Just like quick. Alright, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever type of girl.
I don't turn bitches down anyway. Like I
got really fucked with.
Yeah, like to be sitting there French kissing and yan 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 and ooh, I'm so into you right now, passionately and sexually. Like, oh my god, like foreplay, like I don't get to foreplay like that. I mean, cause I still consider foreplay like head and shit, and even then I don't really get into that like I used to. Like,
it gotta be somebody that's fuckable.
And I think more so
to
because
do all that, like if you just a regular joint, I know I'm gonna pop.
I think more so the situation of time. Cause you like in a situation, if I'm going to do what I'm gonna do, I'm usually on a time restriction or time constrainment to where like if we gonna mess around, we gotta mess around for this amount of time.
Break that down.
So like if
you got all day, if you got all day, you doing foreplay?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I took a vacation with a chick like that, we went away.
Oh yeah.
And I know we got the weekend. Yeah, I'll do the foreplay, vibe like that. Put my face in it. Good stuff. Maybe shower together, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Wash your back, wash your ears, stuff like that.
Yeah. So watch your back, watch your ears.
Yeah, you know, just
wash your ass.
Wash your ass, sexy shit. I mean, I might want to eat it later, so I might get into that freaky of a bag that I might even eat a booty. I might get that drunk too. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not to say that's a guarantee.
Get drunk.
But I don't want you to highly assume that's something that's gonna happen. It could happen. It's a strong possibility. It doesn't happen with frequency.
Man, I don't want so many vacations. So look, if I go on a vacation with you, it might be that one. You might get that. It's a high guarantee. It's a high guarantee. And I mean, I gotta fuck with you too.
Yeah. But nonetheless,
on that vacation,
like in those, you know, instances, And yeah, you know what I mean? I might do a little kiss and, ooh, I want you so much right now, and all that.
Taking pictures and
Fake shit
shit.
like, ooh, yeah, this is gonna be passionate style.
This is the best.
It ain't gonna be this fucking. I'm not even making love to you.
Yeah.
You know, all this, TV type stuff. But if it's just like, if I'm having fun, or is it just a quick night out, or I specifically came over to hit, like, on that foreplay, ain't really,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be the just stuff. It ain't gonna be the main stuff.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with you like that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I fuck with you like that for that to happen.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, it's just on that, like, it's on that type of time. We both got me a little on or whatever like that. It's a little extra going on before it gets to it. But even then, it's not going to be.
Even with that, it might
It's
be
not going
like
to be too much
a
foreplay.
pack here and there.
Man. I think foreplay supposed to last 4 minutes.
No, foreplay just means it's to play before sex. So if I do this,
And they shut it down quick.
that's too fucking long. Niggas have had sex for 4 minutes sometimes.
Nigga, cut that shit out real quick. Nah, nigga, hold on. Nah, nigga, hold on.
Yeah, so
Foreplay just means
before
the play.
Yeah, play.
We just shortened it for
play before you fuck. Like that's it. Like
don't do that, nigga.
4 minutes. That's a lot. Like you make it.
You might as well go home after that.
Yeah, you might. That's a workout. Like can you eat pussy for 4 minutes?
Yeah, shit.
Just on a regular day. You gotta be into it.
Depend on the jaw.
It depend on your jaw, nigga. What you mean?
Yeah, too, but it depends on the jaw too.
You gotta be in the mindset.
It depends on the
I'm
jaw.
gonna eat this till
It depends on the
I
jaw.
can't eat this no more.
It depends on the jaw.
But obviously, I don't think you gonna be eating 4 minutes plus every chick you eat the box with. Like, but if you're
every
very,
chick you eat in the box with.
if you're very selective in what you do.
If I'm very selective. I'm pretty sure you're very selective. So first of all, we eat it out every bit.
Let me ask you this.
So when you do, and that joint is just right to your liking all the time, 4 minutes ain't shit.
I don't know. Because sometimes you get, like I said, would you like
a joint that you had for 4 minutes?
I was just, and you basically was asking the same question I was about to ask. But it was different how I was asking it.
Alright.
Have you had a drug give you head for more than 4 minutes? And
yeah, I think so.
And it wasn't
boring at all.
No. It wasn't to make you bust. Like I've had a chick, okay, give me a head for probably more than 4 minutes because he was strictly just trying to give me a head till I bust. Now if you're doing it in the foreplay sense, you shouldn't be down in 4 minutes. I'ma just want it. That's why I'm coming from. If you sit and give me head for 5-10 minutes, I should have wanted the pussy by then. Even though the head might be great and amazing.
To be honest, you really gotta kind of time it to see how long the joint took. Because I believe the joint that I'm thinking about, I believe her joint was at least like 4 or 5 minutes. But
did she finish you?
I didn't mind, no.
So she gave you head for like 4 or 5 plus minutes.
I'm one of them niggas that I kind of come when I want to. So if you give me sometimes head, might not make me hit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's just like you can go as long as you want. But as long as it's entertaining and you doing your thing, you cool. But if it get boring, I'm gonna tell you by 30 seconds, get the fuck up. I'm that type.
I give you a solid minute.
Get up. I can tell from the start.
I mean, 4 minutes ain't long, but 4 minutes can be long. It really depends on,
the jaw. That's
what you like and what you get into.
But that's what I'm saying. You hear the jaw, and your body, that's your flavor, the savor. Ain't nothing major. You might as well go ahead 4 minutes. That shit. It'll take me a lot to even do. Yeah, I be hear the jaw, so it's not every jaw that's
so if you could think of one of the longest times that
if it's a liquor stick, you already do it. That's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, liquor stick ain't nothing. Liquor stick is.
It's like a 5 second. La 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 la. It should be enough for the. It should be enough for the bomba. La bomba, and then you should be back up.
No, it's basically like the and then I got high. La 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 la, and then la, and then you done. Yeah, you lick this stamp. You know, you lick the stamp till it got wet. Now it's time to deliver. You feel me? Like package is ready. Like
oh no, that's more of a longer lick, bro.
What?
Instead of the la 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 bomba, that's like a quick la 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 bomba. You out? You in?
Oh, you can
your jaw was a whole. Your jaw was a whole hook.
La 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 la. La
La la la la
la
la.
la 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 la. La 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 la. See, I would have came with la 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 la. Look, oh my God! Yeah. Now it's ready. Like,
now I'm ready. Now you ready. Now we both ready. Yeah.
You talk about la 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 bumba. She like, what the fuck?
La 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 bumba. Pow! And you back in there.
That's no different than her just give you 2 licks. She done gave you the Tootsie Roll pop lick. Like 1 to 2. Like that's it. Like
Joy up to that before. Gave it 2 yeah after all.
Oh, you might as well just spit it and give me a handy. Like and
they did hot boy?
And it's it. Yeah, at that point.
It's just like a licking stick, nigga. Same shit.
Nah, man. No, at that point, it's just a spit and sit. Like,
well, all right. Say,
at that point,
all right.
Then spit. That's at that point.
Spit and sit, and then licking the stick. You see, I mean, it's both sides.
No, I think when you lick, you should do more than. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that quick.
So you'll look at stick. You be there for a little bit.
If I'm gonna do that, yeah. If I'm gonna do it, or it's gonna be more than a lick. It's gonna be more than that. You might get what I said. La 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 la. Like you said, la la bamba. Okay.
I'm looking at stick and I'm back and groove down. You know what I mean? Can't get the old for treatment. I can't let you. You know what I mean? That's once you come back. Once you come back, I'm like.
Oh, when you bring out the works.
Then bring it back real quick. Make sure she's back for this.
You trying to give it a comeback soon package?
Yeah.
That's what you. Okay.
Come on back. So you gotta do this. Come on back. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong to spin the block. Yeah, that's something that's made you spin the block.
Head?
Ew. Here's what put me spin the block.
When you say spin a block, you talking about like more than one session at that time?
You know,
or you was hitting her up like next day, like, yeah,
okay,
can I come through again?
We're gonna say we're gonna do this because I know we kind of touched on this before. We're gonna make it a little different.
Yeah, go ahead.
You hit it once, and something that you did, something that she did, made you want to spin the block. So it could have been a head, could have been a pussy, it could have been a move she did.
What I'm asking, like, how quick, like, are you basing off of, like, okay, so we had that, whatever we did.
It don't matter where.
Like, is it how quick I caught it the next day?
It don't matter where.
It just was like I had to come back, I had to hit it again.
For that reason.
Oh, okay.
It could have been the next day, could have been the next week, could have been next month, could have been years from then. You caught up with her and like, oh, she had that. I got it. I mean, you ain't seen her in a minute. All of a sudden, she popped up on Facebook. You never go on Facebook. All of a sudden, she there. You like, oh shit, click. Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the crazy part in those instances when I did end up doubling back, I didn't get that, or whatever she did. That move wasn't part of the arsenal at that time or something.
Well, the developer, the boy, she
yeah, even though everything was still good and all.
She forgot.
Yeah, it might be like, damn, when she did that the first time.
Got a couple times, just
yes, maybe I caught it at a good time. You know what I mean? Maybe it was.
Damn. Do you mention it?
Damn, you supposed to do that. You know what I mean?
No, go ahead, Jonah, do that before she did something, and I'm clean back, and I'm like,
like, yo, you sucking dick differently, damn. Like, what's going on? Nah.
Like,
what you got, a man now?
Yeah, that's type of shit. That's changed up.
Like, yeah, I don't feel like I get I don't think I get the, in return.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of the separation time between, maybe. So maybe things have changed in her life. That she was.
I've had that happen, but I had to bring it back.
Like, maybe she was
because like
a different religion. She came back.
No, I've had that happen. Like, I've done with John, and then she ended up fucking with somebody else, and then she come back to me and be like, "Fuck did that nigga do?"
Like, oh, man, fucked it up.
Like she don't do nothing the same no more. It's kind of ass now, and it's boring. She don't want to do it as
It's not
much.
worse than when you come back.
Yeah,
she come back
she
and
don't want
she's
to do
lazier.
it. She don't want to do it as much anymore. And it's like that nigga wasn't doing it right.
He wasn't doing it right.
Because when I was doing it, you was on it every day, every minute, every second. Like every time you get it, you was on it.
Now you want focus.
Now it's just like every other day. Like.
And they're supposed to be worse for women because they're supposed to reach their peak later than us.
Right. I'm like, you getting tired, and I'm not.
I'm still ready to go.
It's a problem. It's a problem. I still got pumping.
You owe me some pumps. I owe you some pumps. You owe me some pumps. Yeah. But yeah, I think on the double back wasn't that it wasn't good, but probably that move or whatever I was expecting didn't happen. Yeah, or it happened. Yeah, I don't know. Did it happen differently? Maybe.
It didn't happen.
Nah, it was more so the move didn't happen.
Yeah, cause like this one joint, if I ever spin the block on her again, yo, for the dome.
If you don't want to talk, I know you talking about.
Nah.
Okay. Have you spin the block for that? No.
Oh yeah, it's one talking about. That is what I'm talking about. No, that's what I'm saying. Like if I ever spin the block, that'd be the same thing. If it ain't that same thing, I'd be highly disappointed.
Highly upset. Like,
I'm gonna cry like that.
Like, who was that person? Man, what was you going through mentally?
We're gonna get you back.
You gonna keep trying this?
We'll get you back in.
I remember.
Fuck that. This ain't what I was used to. This ain't you gave me last
time. You just made something new.
Then you spin the block. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But I try to hold back and no.
But then I can.
You can say hold him back.
Yeah. Cause I feel like okay, you ever like hear or think of like the term when people when chicks bring out new moves on a guy or even a guy if he brought out new positions on a girl that he's been with for a while and she's like, where you learn that move from? You know what I mean? Like you try not to give your whole arsenal from the get go, And then after you do that move, now they really want it all the time. Like, damn, they got to do that move all the time. Damn, Lord, you got to do that.
And then sometimes you make up shit on the go, on the fly. I've done that shit counts. Like, now, like when you did, all right, well, I'm gonna add it to my arsenal. But if I forget,
the crazy part, bro, a lot of stuff is basically based off of where you're positioned at when you're doing it. So, like, it could be a leverage thing different from being on the bed. That's different from being on the floor, which is different than being on top of a table. And the difference will be on a slope, on a staircase.
It's the people.
No, because
it's definitely the people.
You gotta. It's different positioning now.
Not only that, it's the people involved.
Because her body might curve different
it's the people
on the table than some steps.
It's the people involved.
That too. But it's all about comfortability. It's always got to be a comfortable angle. You know what I mean? For stroking motion.
But I forgot we're talking about being in a relationship. We're talking about different people. Are we talking about you talking about in a relationship and something new come out? You just talk about in general.
No, I was kind of comparing the two. You know, if you keep wanting to receive that new thing once you find out about it. So if you spring out that new move, they might want that new move all the time, and it's like, nah, that move was just for that time. And then you said, it's been many times you created a move on the go.
Yeah.
And sometimes I might not be able to do it again because of
that's what I'm saying.
Of how we were set up.
Sometimes I get you.
So if we were set up on the bed and I found some angle because my foot was on the wall like Spider-Man and I was playing Twister over here, it might be different than if we tried on the floor tomorrow. And you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you can't get it.
That or we
you can't
it could be the exact positioning at that one point,
can't
at
expect
one
the same
time.
result.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if you get in a certain position, you should be able to kind of remember it. It depends.
I think I had that shit like this.
It depends.
Let me see. Let me see how she react. Okay, yeah, I think I did it. Yeah.
When you shit out, you be like, alright, cool, that worked. Alright, I'm comfortable. She comfortable.
You ever did that? Try to replay how you did it, and you was like, I think I got it. Check it to yourself and shit. She ain't all like, you like, yeah.
I've done that.
I think I could.
I've done it when I spun a block.
Yeah.
I do the same. I'm like,
I think I did it like this. Yeah.
And I got it going. Like, I did it. Alright, cool.
Oh, that's the macaroni and cheese. Yeah, that's what I heard last time.
That's how I remembered it.
When I did this, I didn't go all the way in. I stay right here. Yep. To this vein. And I
same. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Same feeling. Yep. You good down there? Yep. All right, you all good. Niggas do too much thing.
It is a mind game sometimes.
All the time. Most of the time. I just not think.
Man, what's a lot of you thinking about?
I don't know, kind of depends, bro. Cause I'm a talker too sometimes. It depends. So if I'm not talking, then yeah, I'm thinking.
It depends on my settings, how verbal I get.
Yeah. Or I'm whatever like that. But if it's boring, I'm thinking too much. Then your shit boring. So.
You ever talk too much? You ever feel like you're saying too much?
I feel like I've said the same. Like I'll probably say the same.
Use your daddy.
You know, you probably said the same shit like 3 times. You're like, all right, I gotta start saying that.
You like it? You like it? Or do you love it?
I
can't. You do?
I think about it.
Are you having a whole conversation? You do? Hell yeah. How much?
You might say one of the white guys. Hey, what movie? HBO joint.
You like it? That was the real sex joke.
Yeah.
And that was with Becky.
I'm pretty sure niggas got a different, you know what I mean, thing about
it. Don't use the cadence.
Don't use it. Do not use that.
But it's just the whole conversation you having.
But the conversation would be funny if you put it like that. Like someone just typing it out. Someone was just typing it out.
So much.
You said, did you like it? She said, yes. You said,
how much?
How much? She said,
a lot. You're like,
you said, like that? She said, right there.
Stay right there. Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Yeah, stay right there.
Oh my goodness. Like, come on, man. You just born when you read it back.
He said, did you come? She said,
yes.
Almost.
You gotta read it. Person that reads it back. Like,
yo, that would be the funniest. That'd be a crazy job to have.
I think your home man for this budget is on that. Yeah, this budget was good on that.
I don't know. He may have.
I think so. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, niggas do a lot of thinking. Sometimes might think about another bitch or you fucking like, there's a lot of things to think about. There's a lot of things that go through your mental.
It's not too far past to think of a female could be thinking of another guy. I mean, especially if
you would hope not.
Yeah, but especially if it's a guy who got her off before. Like sometimes some chicks stay with guys who might not really get them off sexually, but you know they have enough brain power and self stimulation to make themselves finish, and it might not be exactly off the full efforts of the person they have sex with. So, I think the only time, me personally, I've probably thought of like other women, other than the person I'm involved with at the time. Or I know.
Born is the worst, ladies. Just to let y'all know, we think too much. So once it's born and we overthinking, that's a wrap.
That, or it could be time I might have been in
now,
it
if we
too
lost in
long.
the sauce, then you might get
I
pregnant.
might be in my zone too much. And it's been times, even with the tightnesses of boxes, that you've been hitting it too long that the tape come off the box a little bit. It's loosened it up. And it's like, you're not getting the grip because you've been beating the cat for all day.
You done ate it all different positions and shit. You
so
just
at that point,
I'll fuck you on that.
you like, yeah, I'm still in this, and it's nothing wrong with the box. It's actually a great box, but I just been in it too long, and I need to wrap this up. But I don't have enough gripness, maybe, or something. I got to think about maybe a wild situation, or that time I had 20 bitches in the lobby that night. But yeah, I know you just making up shit in your head. You know what I mean? You thinking of a situation or thinking of, an encounter that helps you.
I knew you think about another bitch that I fucked up with.
I mean, I can't think of a chick I ain't fucked. I can't be like, yeah, what if I would do this too? Because I don't know what her body look like. I don't know I can't think. I cannot futuristically think of someone in that sense. Like, I can't think of a chick in that sense. Like, damn, her ass do look fat, but I don't know what her ass look like when she take them pants off or something like that. So already seen it acting. It's all imaginary at that point. Like, damn, my ass fat. What I would do to it? But you might not. You might like, yo, her ass ugly when she take her panties off. Might be fat, but it could be like, I don't know, bullet holes in some shit. You never know. I'm just man.
I believe some guys. I believe some guys can do it, man.
I mean, you could base some shit. You could base some shit off of skin.
Just like you can
color.
just like you can see a Joan and like back in the day when we was teenagers and shit, young niggas added to the sperm bank. Just off memory. You know what I mean? Some guys can do it more professional than others. I really couldn't do it like that. We got it, and we all got some in the membrane that we remember. So it's there. It's there.
So do you think?
But it's more so.
You think women do too?
It's more so, and I think they do.
I think they do. Yeah. They do. Come on now.
I'd be stupid to think they don't.
I
just don't think they didn't.
I would probably think their collection isn't as in depth. I would hope. Cause she got like a bunch of dicks in her memory. You're like, what the fuck is going on with Shorty? She was a ho-ho. Like, ho-whore, cuz. Like, yo, how she got all these dicks on her mind still?
That's kind of hard too, because then I would think they would want. I would think a female would more so. If you got her thinking about somebody else, I would think she would more so try to spin the block on a nigga. After the monkey get done playing around, I think she was.
See, I would have to think
be more likely to spin the block.
I would think that even with the
more than that, probably niggas would too. Well, niggas do, but I wouldn't say it's. Females would more.
I would think more so.
It's easy.
Think about in the spin the block situation. I would think that, even with the most sensually sexual woman who, has sex with multiple guys, she's still very selective at the end of the day. So
I believe that bitch can spin the block like a dreidel. Fuck
so
all that.
I would think, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm still listening to you. I just want to throw that in.
I feel like now that the whole spinning the block is because of the woman. It's not really you.
All right, break that down real quick.
Okay.
You said that there. Okay.
Because even though we're supposed to be hound dogs, whatever like that,
right.
We're not supposed to be as selective. Even though we made a selection to have the desire to spin the block because of what she did or whatever the situation presented, she still is not the initiator, but she is the confidant of what goes down. She's the consensual consensus at that point. So it don't go down unless she say it go down.
What if you did your thing too? So what if you be thinking about the shit that she did, and then when you come back and spin a block, she remember the shit that you did?
It still won't go down without her.
Well, yeah, but as long as she remember what the fuck you did.
No, she might remember, but then that's what I'm saying. So at that point,
and then hold on, niggas can talk their shit.
Because that's no different than her saying.
Niggas can talk they shit and still get in the door. Like, she's still going, of course, she still want that allow it.
You can get in the door,
if she don't allow it, yeah, of course, she don't allow it.
So obviously, it's
something else.
So
she don't allow it. But,
so obviously, her desire to spin the block, or have you spin the block.
You want to spin the block regardless.
So it's what she wants.
What if you spin the block regardless? I spent the block and the joint I spent the block and the joint had somebody, and I was able to successfully spin the block.
Right.
Happens.
But
it might be rare.
So would it be safe to say that they control the spinning of the block?
Did they? When I just popped up, popped up and popped out.
But you let me skirt. You let me get my shots up.
So she let me pop up. Yeah, because you said. I was gonna spin the block regardless, so it wasn't no letting.
So technically, are we not spinning? It wasn't
spinning the block. It wasn't no letting. I spent the block.
We just checking for the address.
At that point, it wasn't no letting. It was I'm gonna spin the block, and you gonna let me. And I know you will because I got the key. Spin the block.
You might as well let it at that point. You got keys, spare keys.
No. How many keys to the crib? This nigga too. Got keys to the box. Nigga, I can unlock it whenever I want to. Yeah, man, no matter what.
At that point, you already set a spot. We talking about like not a random spin in a block, but the situation made you spin a block. If you talking about I got the keys to the box, I would think you might have been there a couple times.
It might be something to a point where you think you can hit it. You know you can hit it again.
Cause I don't.
You never had a joint. You hit once and you're not. I'm not probably that again.
Yeah, spinning the block. But you saying you got keys to the box.
Pretty much got keys to the block.
You got keys to the box. I think you spin the block once or twice.
Spin the block and get in there again. Pretty much got the keys to unlock it unless you change up the safe. If she changed up the safe or you was going and you can't get it in the same way you got.
At that point, she just gave you a new code. But then that's cool.
No, she might not give you a new code because she might have a new lifestyle going on. She might not want to fuck with you anymore.
Yeah, she don't give you a new code. Obviously you wasn't able to spin the block because
you don't got the keys.
Because she controls the spinning of the block. So is it really the lady spinning the block?
I mean you ain't got the keys.
The chick spinning the block. Her
spinning the block was her hitting you up with a text or something like it was going on.
So wait, the person who initiated is the spin the block spinner?
Yes, it's the dreidel. Whoever come back around is the dreidel. You're the spinning of the block. Okay, that's you.
Yeah. So okay. So let me. So what if both parties want to spin a block for whoever initiated first?
Spin the block.
Spin the block.
Yeah, cool.
You ever waiting for chicks to spin the block? She ain't spin the block.
No waiting for no bitch. I'm like, nah.
Damn, I wish you would spin the block. I ain't gonna spin the block first.
Yeah, and I don't really spin the block like that.
I think nowadays, if I wanted to, if I felt some type of way, I had to make sure I was saying what I was saying. If I felt like spinning the block, and
you can split, you can spin a few.
Yeah, if I wanted to spin a block,
you could. All right, we good. You got your statement.
But I wasn't in a rush to. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know, yeah, because I had three different like thoughts as I was saying it, because I wanted to check all boxes. I wanted to check some boxes.
All right.
But I don't know. I don't think I've had a shape that I wanted to spin a block on that wouldn't want me to spin a block.
So
because she had to allow me to spin a block.
They accepted the spinning of the block.
Yeah.
But you knew when you spun the block, your chances were high.
Spin again?
And when you spun that block, you like, my chances are high.
So let me ask you this. In these situations where you do spin a block.
Can you answer that real quick?
Wait, go ahead. Yeah. I got it. Let me make sure.
Is your percentage high when you know you're going back to spin that block like you just said? Is your percentage high? Like, I know pretty much for sure I can get it. It's a go.
And you basically just asked the question I was about to ask. Because I was about to ask was, when you get the chance to spin the block, do you show off now? do you say that I'm gonna spin the block I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker up. I'm gonna shoot the fucking club up.
That's when you want to keep spinning the block.
You want to show off so you can keep spinning the fucking block because then you try to set this up there. This is your secondary audition. This is your second interview.
That's when you keep spinning the block.
You form a second interview to keep going through this process of training at this point. So is this the time you say, "Oh, I spin the block. Oh, I'm gonna fucking show up."
And sometimes it might happen by accident. I've had that happen before. The first time it was cool. Second time she was.
Got better.
I went a little. It was me because I was drinking that night. First night I wasn't really drinking. When I got to licking me a little bit, I mean, and John looking right, it was good.
Hell yeah.
Second time it was good. So we went. And that calls for a couple more spinning books.
So at that point, did you basically say, I know this your address, and then I can formally spin a block. Maybe not regularity, but
No, I addressed the first time. Just that it was just regular.
Say again?
I said I know I addressed the first time. It was just regular.
What made you spin a block? It was just out of a moment, convenience at the time. What?
Oh shit! Matter of fact, to be technical, she spun the block. She hit me up. Because I usually don't spin the block. She did hit me up. I almost forgot my own rule. I almost forgot my own rule. I barely. I'm trying to think of a time that I did. Nah, never. Spin the block.
When does it become not spinning the block?
They always spin the block on the kid.
You don't spin a block with them? They spin it on you? So you missed the show up on the first time.
Yeah.
I knew you were different, man. I knew you were
Yeah, I don't know.
Different type of Like ever in life or just like recently?
I think ever in life. I ain't gonna lie.
Even as a youngster, because youngster, you're a little horny toad, little horny cornball, freakball, hornball, whatever. You all that combined in one.
They always
like late teens, early 20s.
Everyone always spent at least once, except for one.
So, but when you say spin, they initiated
it. Yeah. That happens, and then either it's gonna continue or it's gonna be a cutoff point.
Yeah, man, you different type of dude, man.
I'm really still trying to think of one, y'all. I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't bullshit. Yeah, I wouldn't bullshit on this one. I do some bullshitting, but I ain't bullshitting.
Even for the lick, not the liquor stick, but for the top, the head.
Nope.
So they.
To be honest, I don't know what happened with that, but I know I didn't spin the block. Matter of fact, I think I do know what happened. But I ain't spin the block. No, I did not spin the block. I should have, but I ain't spin the block. Cause it's just not me. Never been the type.
Okay. Yeah, man, you different, man. I spin the block.
Dude, the Dreidel.
Yeah, man. Drake. Was your black big Drake?
Dude, the Dreidel and just spin the block if he able.
I mean, I had a couple, requests for me to spin a block. Come back this way.
Hold up. You had requests to spin the block.
Told me, yeah, they wanted me to come back around.
So they spent the block, right?
Technically, they spent it, yes. Yeah. But, you know what I mean?
So you good.
I've had that too, yeah. No, but you were saying, like, all your situations, they required you.
That's what I'm saying. Are you? Alright, so you had...
I've had a mix. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, alright.
I'm saying they wanted me to come, or they wanted to spin, and times I wanted to spin.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like, yeah.
Spin big head.
Come back this way? Yeah, I can. You know,
over your way. I thought about you.
I can't come that way. You know,
I thought about you. I thought I was gonna stop by, see what you're doing. Mm, I thought it'd be nice.
You know.
You got him. You got him. Come see. Like, oh, shit, I'm on my way.
Shorty should already know
What
what it is. Especially, it's like certain questions you're asking to invite yourself over. Like, you got your kids tonight? Your baby dad get your kids? Okay. Your kid list? Number one reason to have company. Second one. Second question. Second question would be like, you gotta work early tomorrow? Now,
Okay.
or like, do you gotta work early, you gotta be in there earlier?
Okay.
No. If she already got like a set schedule, she got a 9 to 5 type of job, she know what time she need to be to work. Alright, cool.
So do it depend on how long you were talking to her? Because you kind of should get the schedule too.
Yeah, you know the schedule, or at least you've been conversing long enough that you can understand kind of her daily routine, or things she goes through throughout the week. Boom. You staying up late tonight? You know what I mean? Simply asking how was their day helps. How was work today? No, it was cool. You know what I mean? At that point, she's not that tired. She's not that tired. The bitches at the job ain't piss her the fuck off to where she needs to sleep that shit off. So she might be able to stay up a little late, because she ain't got the early day, but she ain't got the kids. Check, right? Alright. You the door I'm pulling up. You the I'm spinning the block. Fucking villain. So, alright. That's what you mean. Like, alright, cool. You know what I mean? Plan in action. That shit fell through. So you're like, alright, cool.
Everybody hit that alright.
Every nigga hit that alright, bro. You can't say, alright. You look at the phone, you be on the joint. Alright.
You see what time it is?
Alright. Oh, I can take a shower, pack up.
Alright,
you know what I mean? I make my way over. There you go.
Oh, man.
Alright, cool. Makes sense. I bet. That fall in place. Like, I mean? So it's like, I bet that can work. So I think, that's like that 4 questions right there. If they have kids, hey, you got your kids tonight?
That'd be my main one.
Either you have your kids tonight, or
and it depends what time of night it is too.
Yeah, or
the age,
especially if you know how if they they sleeping patterns too. Right. Because sometimes if you're dealing with some of the kids, you kind of learn those things about their kids. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. What's the name? Probably about to fall asleep and shit. Obviously at that point you can spin a block.
It's about my time.
Yeah, so I'm on my way. I can make my way. Alright, bet. How was work today? Oh no, it was cool. It was a cool day. I was not that tired. Which goes into, are you gonna be up late? Boom. That's 2 and 3 right there. And then number 4, you gotta wake up early. You gotta work early tomorrow? Now my usual time, 9. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely gotta know the work schedule. Definitely gotta know about the kids.
Because at that point, you're being considerate. You don't want to mess up her sleep.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess up her parenting.
But the main thing is the kids. Even if she gotta get up early, I still can come through. I ain't gotta spend.
I won't be long.
I said, no, I'm gonna be a minute. I'm gonna be
Nah, man, you trying to be respectful to sleep.
When you leave, though, we're gonna be good. Nah, we're gonna be sleeping.
I don't know. Let me ask you this, though. Has it been situations where you were messing with a chick who, for example, works early, like has her shift earlier than 8? She got to be work 7 or 5 or 6 or something to that degree.
Yep.
Or she has kids that wake up early. And you know that you wanted to go over, you wanted to spin the block, or whatever like that. But you didn't want to deal with having to wake up so early to dip out, or waking up so early to get out before she leaves, or, have you had those situations where you turn down spinning the block for the sanity of your sleep at that point?
I usually maneuver depending on the situation.
Me, I turn that shit. I'm like, I don't,
know.
because like it's been situations where I might have to travel to her or get to her in some way, shape, or form, and I know that by the time I get there, and by the time I should have to leave,
okay, I get what you're saying.
It's not a good window. Yeah, I might be in that shit for a day or two, and I gotta leave 20 minutes after I get there. Like, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. That time I'm there is like I spend more time traveling, or then I'm like, yeah, nah, not next week.
Yeah, you gonna work.
You try again, or yeah.
I've done that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, not too many times, but I've done it. Because it's usually the joints that I've done it for that I know I'm gonna have to travel. It's gonna be a way that I can either get back, or they're gonna get me back, or it's early enough. But most of my joints know that you gotta better hit me at the right time, because if it's too late, like you said,
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I got shit to do in the morning. I gotta go to work and all that. But look,
like,
if your house is closer to where I gotta go to work, then hell yeah, I'm going up there.
If
it's out the way,
I'm gonna say, but say in that sense, okay, yeah, how house is closer to where you need to work, but you can't leave that late. You can't leave later because you're closer. You got to leave even earlier. So then, you be at work earlier, then you can be, especially if it's a situation where you're the first one actually there, like, or it doesn't open until you get there. You know what I mean? Like, how does that work?
I don't know, because I've done it, but I've done it smart. Like, I've had a joint that lived closer to where I work at than where I actually live.
So I guess
it was to the point where I could.
So it doesn't matter on your relationship at your job to where you can either chill there earlier, or you just been lucky enough to have jobs that might have like some type of 24 hour.
Because sometimes, alright, how are we fucking with this joint? Is this a chick that you've been fucking with that you can actually stay over the crib?
No, you got to leave. That's how I was presented.
Okay.
So you got to either leave before she has to go to work. So she's not, basically at this point, she's not allowing you to just stay in the crib when she's not there. So whether she has to get up early to get the kids out, or she got to get up early to go to work herself, you got to dip basically
you gotta
before
know
she
that. You gotta know that time, and then you gotta know what you gotta do the next day.
But see, when
if you off the next day, you out.
Yeah, but
if you gotta work, then.
But that's what I'm saying. I've been in a situation like that where I might have been off the next day, but I just didn't feel like having to be there for maybe that short of time, or at least in my mind, I thought wasn't long enough to compensate with me having to leave so early.
Can you be off? Mm-hmm. Oh no, come on! I ain't got that.
But I mean, and I might not have to work, but I might have something to do. I might actually want to get rest, or just not be in that mood to travel back so soon, or back so early, or at that time of day. I mean, yes, at that point you're showing your borderline sacrifice, and you're showing your borderline horniness. You know what I mean? That she'll make ways to get to the pussy, or your desire to actually be with her.
It depends on the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the timing.
But that's what I'm saying. I've turned down situations because of that. Now I'm not speaking in the instance.
Like you said, if it take an hour and a half to get to a joint, hour and a half to get back, that's already 3 hours. Bitches, we always calculate this. We calculate it to and from. Yeah, I don't know this, but we know this. So all my fellas get exactly what I'm saying. I ain't really had to stretch that to them. I'm saying the females know. But that's 3 hours already right there. So if you hit me up,
and we taking into account the traffic too.
You hit me up at like 11 something, telling me to come through. Okay, now first of all, bitch, I gotta get ready. Because now I'm just chilling and watching the game or something, just relaxing. You hit me up out of nowhere, you know what I mean? So now you gotta give me about 45 minutes to an hour to even get in, you know what I mean? Just real quick, get myself real quick together. You know what I mean? It depends on what kind of state it is. It depends on what kind of state. I would say 30 minutes for a nigga, really. All you gotta do is throw on your shit. I mean, a considerate nigga washes his ass and all that. Some niggas just go. So give a nigga a little 30, 45 minutes, whatever, get something together real quick, depending on how much you do his thing. That's already that time plus the 3 hours. So now you're looking at, I'm thinking, and the nigga mind, he already at 3 o'clock in the morning. You already at 3:45 in the morning. He ain't get to there yet. He already there though.
Right.
Hey, my brother, bro, he already there.
I'm gonna be at least 3.
Right. You leave here at one son. No, I said 11 sons. You leave here about 12 sons.
And you always thinking about like, okay, if I do have to leave earlier than the time, I'm thinking, what is the travel method at that time?
Right.
How
It's just
early is Uber running? How early
is
is
it going to be
that
traffic at
running?
this time?
Is it trains? Is it how many cars is on the highway now? Like, is Broad Street still open? Or they start doing road work at that time? Like, you're thinking about all these factors
all that comes into play.
as you plan to say, I'm gonna come over.
It's almost been there 2 o'clock.
See, ladies, y'all realize we'll be putting
they gotta stay up with you. Knock it off, blah, 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 blah. You have to be up thing.
The cost of being a hornball
and it
is
depends
a lot,
if you want to go
ladies.
back at that time or not. Now, if you gotta wake up at 6 because you gotta get up and go, then it's only right for you to hit him up one more time and send him on his way.
Y'all be expecting niggas to be alarm clocks
now
too?
He got another hour and a half. Yeah, wake me up and send me up.
I came here to rest. Like, you talking about...
Turn your phone. You got that long. How you usually wake up?
I demand you this, though.
How you usually wake up? Wake up that same way.
As if I wasn't here. But just know, like...
And wake me the fuck up.
5 minutes early to kick me out. That's it. Like, just take exit 2 minutes earlier.
You're going to have to get ready anyway. I got to throw on these jeans and sneaks real quick. Right. And this t-shirt. I'm out.
Shit. But I already have my stuff packed up. Like, just grab and go.
By that time, you done already got your fucking... You already done did your thing. Probably got an hour and a half of sleep.
If that.
An hour and a half.
If that.
Wake your ass up. Get back when you move. Like,
you ever been in a situation, you might have hit that shit for like 2 days in your mind at least. And it might have been for like 2 days. And y'all go to fucking lay down after everything is done. Like, alright, cool, you comfortable. You might have finally wiped yourself off. She might have wiped herself off, whatever like that. You're like, alright, cool. I might even cuddle with you and shit. Alright, sweetheart. Cool. Come here, lay on the neck. Alright. The fuck? Who the fuck put this alarm here, cool? Oh no, bro. I got to get the fuck up. I said this. Yo, at that point, you're like, I'm never coming the fuck back over.
30 seconds later.
The fuck? Who the...
No, I had to join to that shit. Had alarm for our kids and shit. Because, during the quarantine, motherfuckers had to go on the computer.
Yeah.
So she had alarm set for my phone. Like, why can't this thing just get the fuck up and...
Hey, Dimitri, get the fuck on the computer, nigga. The fuck?
Dumbass, I'm good.
It's Mr. Hijack, man. The fuck?
I used to go out of the room like...
Hey, yo, Mocha, wake the fuck up, man. You got mad, nigga. Get the fuck up.
Get out, young boy.
He ain't mad as bad. Who the go? Alright, man. Pat him on. Hey, man. Chemistry, bro. Come on. Your mama told me.
They come out of the bathroom already logged off on. They say, jump in. Like,
They already logged you.
I logged one right there just in case you needed it. You know what I mean?
Look, this is teacher. I bring the laptop to the nigga. I'll be the type to bring the laptop to the nigga. Yeah, man. It's homeschool? Yeah. He's in the bed, y'all. He didn't get ready, but he's here.
Come on, man. Shut up, nigga.
Say 30.
Say present, nigga. Say present, nigga. Say, hurry up. Present. I'm saying this laptop right here. I'm telling your mom about that either.
It's like right on camera and shit. They start cracking up in a little group chat and shit like, damn, Dimitri got slapped.
Why you doing like that? This nigga late. Why you doing
What?
Why you doing like that?
See that refresh. Shit. Yeah. Make you look ancient and mule.
That's funny as shit, man. That's funny as shit.
Being too big.
You say what?
Because the ancient there being too big at the house with little friends.
Oh. You make a little difference.
Making the ancient and mule.
Yeah,
but yeah, what we talking about, bro? Oh, the tricks. No, but yeah, wait, little nigga up, man. But no, that alarm comes too quick. That's
too much.
But the thing is, let it happen more than one consecutive visit, and I gotta reevaluate this this overnight situation. Man. Yeah, like I really want to keep waking up fucking early and shit. Like she don't want to sacrifice it. You know,
Sacrifice on what?
my sleep to travel,
Her sleep
to get there. Yeah,
sacrificing herself.
Yeah, like
her sleep.
She thinking she sacrificing more than you, but I gotta travel to get there, love.
You know, y'all been nice on the set. Oopsie.
But yeah, I mean it's all a sacrifice. I guess it's a relationship.
Yeah,
relationships always sacrificing, compromise, but no.
You, and to be honest with you, you shouldn't have to compromise too much.
Especially if you spend the body.
You shouldn't have to compromise if it's for the better. If it ain't for the better, then you shouldn't have to change shit. But
I don't know. You spend the body too much.
Accept you how you are. You was a hoe. They met you. Holding your left.
Yeah, but some guys think they can change over to a housewife. You know, the word hoe is in housewife. Think about it. So for her to be the housewife, she had to be the hoe.
The word hoe is housewife. So is us though. So y'all both gotta be hoes.
Hey, you know, but sometimes you might lie.
If it's a full house, then
about your life,
look,
hey, you know what I mean?
y'all full hoeing. You get some of that poison.
Yeah, man.
That's
Mix
poison
that
for
shit,
real.
man. Mix that shit, nigga.
That's poison for real.
Yeah.
Nigga, 211's good, John. That shit used to put your boy out.
Put you down. Slept with too many couches.
Yeah, like two of them Jones. All the back.
Yeah, man. That juice. That what you do with fluid.
Do it fluid.
Do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Do it fluid.
But yeah.
And yeah,